Thank you to everyone so much for being here. Definitely need to do some self-care. So important. And see, we've already got some requests. I'm all about it. If you have any requests for healing, go ahead and enter them into chat, and I will pick some crystals for the crystal grid based on that. If you have specific crystals you want to work with or that you've been curious about, this is an opportunity as well. Go ahead and pop those into chat. I'll be more than happy to grab them if I have them, and I probably do, and work them into the grid for all of us. During the session, when I'm sending, the camera will be focused more on the crystal grid, so you can actually go ahead and gaze at them while you heal. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. I really do. And I think I have an upgrade coming shortly that I think you're really gonna like. Might take a little bit, but I'm on it. I'm working on it. So far, ooh. Thank you for that. I hope that that's much better. Thank you for letting me know the music was a bit loud. Appreciate that. So, yeah, so glad to have you all here today. We have a new moon in Aries happening on Friday, and I will be putting together a video of a ceremony you can do at home with a healing in it and an intention setting built right in, so look for that later on this week. And no, I'm not using Zoom anymore. I'm all on YouTube right now. We pretty much reached the edge of what Zoom could hold and support for us. And thank you. Yeah, we pretty much reached the end of what Zoom could do for us. I couldn't have the crystals, myself, and music all at the same time, so we've switched over to all on Zoom. Also, it tends to be a bit more stable with much better audio and visual quality too, so I hope that this helps for everyone. Although I am working on the Discord, creating it so that you can also watch in there, and it would be a little bit easier for folks to request things that are of more private nature without their name attached. So I am working on that. The link for the Discord is in the description. And absolutely, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to see you all here. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we've got some requests already. I've got Red Tiger Eye, Copper, and Amazonite. And attracting love and connection. Energy for the upcoming work week. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be some great energy this week, especially coming up closer to Friday with this new moon. If you've got something that you've been getting ready to launch or put forward, this Friday is going to be a great day to do it. And I actually love Aries season because my rising sign is Aries. Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera over to showing both myself and the crystal so that we can watch the grid come alive. And yeah, I'm still taking requests for... Awesome, I can support that for sure. Still taking requests for the crystal grid, and just bear with me one moment. Okay, so here's the crystal grid so far. We have black tourmaline and shungite helping to keep us clear and grounded. red tiger eye for circulation and cardiac health, protection, energetic protection in a huge way, and manifestation of finances, along with Amazonite, which really helps with transformation energy, as well as supporting the heart, the cracks of a broken heart. It can be really good for like bittersweet types of transformation as well. It's actually one that I use a lot when I'm working with someone who is either in hospice, works in hospice, has a loved one in hospice, something along those lines. It can be a great stone for that. And copper is just excellent for facilitating optimal energy movement. I am actually going to go grab another book because I see a request in there and I know what stones I want to use, but I kind of want to see which stones this author wants to use. So I will be back in 2 moments. I'm always a nerd that wants to see what other people would use. I will be right back. I very much like your request. They're a random user, and I love that username. That's like awesome. So I've been really exploring Cassandra Eason, and this is an author I haven't worked with very much in the past, and I really like her take. So I'm trying to like always add more influences and perspective to my healing work. So let's see what she would say about some of your requests. Obsidian. That's one that I haven't worked with for stomach upset. So let's work with some obsidian. It makes sense, like energetically it feels right to use obsidian for that. So let's try some obsidian. I think I have some out. So, chrysoprase and obsidian. Chrysoprase is this green, and obsidian is the black stone. So obsidian is often for sadness, overcoming loss, transformation in that sense. So grief, moving past grief. But I'm going to give this book a shot. It feels like it would make sense with the gut. Chrysoprase is excellent for a lot of things, especially when it comes to seeing, like if you're working towards a long-term goal, seeing and being able to kind of get a little bit of self-respect for the things you've already done in alignment with that goal. So when you feel like that goal is so far away and like you just it's never going to happen, this helps you to take some pride in the steps that you've already made. But it's also really great for tummy troubles. So let's use a little bit of both. Boundaries, loving others, and protecting and loving yourself. Definitely the protection crystals, black tourmaline and shungite are really helpful, but boundaries for sure, attracting love. Let's work on that. In fact, how about in the middle? It's our center stone. How about a big honkin' piece of rose quartz? I worked with one of my suppliers for the crystal shop on my website, and they sent me some really beautiful pieces of rose quartz like this. To them, this was a small stone, and I'm like, that's lovely. So yeah, some really bodacious rose quartz, and they'll be up on the website soon too. And I feel like this can help a lot with just attracting love, opening our heart to love, but also, yeah. Oh, you're having tummy troubles too. It's amazing the alignment that we feel in here. It happens all the time. So let's see what else. Yes, this is great for love and relationships. Bravery, determination, overcoming obstacles, and decision making. Yes, absolutely. Let's do... This will help for attracting love. Energy for the upcoming work week. I feel like that's going to be some rutilated quartz, which we use a lot and can always help. So I'm just going to put some around the side here. That'll also help with some mental calmness. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I'm loving the rose quartz. It's so bright. Bravery, determination, overcoming obstacles, absolutely. Garnet for sure. Garnet can be really helpful in kind of organizing, clarifying what we need to do. It's a very Capricorn stone of like, let's put the things in motion, let's go, let's take one step at a time, let's make the things happen. But it can also be great for decision making. And another stone I think that would be really helpful is Tiger's Eye. Tiger Eye is one that I use often for tummy stuff, but it's also excellent for discernment and making decisions and really sticking to your guns about it, as well as feeling strong and protected, grounding and calm, managing stress. Yeah, absolutely. And we need more boundaries. A little yellow calcite and some tiger eye. So yellow calcite is excellent for boundaries, feeling proud of who you are and feeling good about standing up for yourself. Also brings a lot of joy and levity into things that can be otherwise heavy. It brings just like a lot of joy-based energy. So let's see. Oh, we're doing good there. Let's see. And this can also help with just lightening our energy, helping us feel a little bit more supportive, a little bit more supported, a little bit happier. Managing stress for sure. Attracting love, definitely we've got some rose quartz, yeah. And for calm, definitely rutilated quartz can help. Rutilated quartz can help. Chrysoprase can too. As can Amazonite, which is these beautiful blues. I'm also going to add in some Larimer, which we don't use often, but is so pretty. It only comes from the Dominican Republic. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Morgan. It's communal chi. It's a thing. Seriously, will you balance on there? Let's put a little bit there. So that's Larimer. That will help with calming as well. And Angelite, and I'm going to add that Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye, again, good for tummy troubles, and excellent for decision making, grounding, and also for balancing information. Like when we need to make decisions and we're balancing the spiritual and the intuitive and kind of the gut feelings along with like logic. So it can really help with that. And because it helps with grounding and our root chakra, when we are questioning ourselves, it can be really helpful for feeling like we're making this decision not based on, hurry up quick, I have to make a decision and I can't really think it through, but it helps to take a beat and really process that information. Absolutely. The positions of the stones are really just sort of intuitive. So energy goes where, energy flows where intention goes. So the intention I generally have is to put the energy of the crystals working towards a center point and then diffusing the energy outward. There's not any one way to build a crystal grid. I just kind of go intuitively. But you can, if you would like, also work with, here, this is a little off center. There we go. You can, if you like, also work with sacred geometry. And a lot of times these sacred geometric shapes will actually add to a particular intention. So for example, the flower of life is a really good one for planting seeds of growth because it shows it kind of going out exponentially into the web of life in a sense. You can also work with the Shri Yantra is one I work with sometimes when it's like chaos and it seems like everything's just going left and it's like, okay, in this chaos I want everything as it naturally resets, because chaos eventually comes into divine order. What kinds of energies I want to bring out of that chaos and into order, like when everything's at disparate ends. So sometimes I will work with sacred geometry, but usually I just put the intention that all of the energies kind of work towards a center point, and then the shape of the center stone may or may not be particularly important. So like a point would send the energy up, almost like if you're sending a request to the universe or to the divine, like make it so. The rounder stones can kind of fill it throughout a space. Raw stones can kind of just allow it to take the natural form, just like the crystal is a natural form. Success in fertility. Rutilated quartz for sure. Absolutely rutilated quartz. So this is there for you. And finding lost items, that can actually be Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye, because it helps to balance a lot of disparate information and kind of bring our focus back, it can really help us to like remember or ground us to the point in time where we last had that item so that we can recollect where it is. So that can help. And I think we're good. I think we're good to get started. Thank you all so much for being here. So as I was mentioning, that communal chi, that's one of the bigger elements at play when we do community distance Reiki. In Chinese medicine, as in other things too, but especially in Chinese medicine, there's a concept that the more people come together with a shared or similar intention, the greater the energy potential is magnified. So just by being here together, building this grid and having this energy available to just that request that you've all made, like I'm open to feeling better, I'm open to healing, helps to sort of exponentially call upon the energy available, making more available to everyone. Even though in this healing, the energy will go to everyone, our individual energies will stay separate and protected. At the same time, just by being connected to this healing, it's going to be just stronger for everyone. More is available to all of us. And that's whether you're here live or even if you're watching this in the future. And if you're watching this as a recording, hello from the past. So you can always watch a previous stream and sit in that energy again. Enjoy the music, enjoy the crystal grid, be reminded of which crystals did which things. And I always put a list of the crystals used in the recordings. So if you want to be reminded of which crystal did what thing in a recording, you can go back and look at the thumbnails. You can see the crystal grid in all of the past recordings and look in the description and quickly see which crystals are there, or you can watch the beginning or the whole thing and just see which crystals do what as I talk through it. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I love that we build the crystal grid together based on what we're working on because we can see our overlaps. We are so often, everybody's always struggling with things that we don't understand. We're struggling with things other people don't understand. But when we come together in this space, we really do see in the chat, oftentimes we're working on the same or very similar things, or the themes overlap, even if it's just the crystals that can help overlap. It really does have that I'm not alone, I'm supported in feeling the need to have support is really palpable. So thank you for coming together. This helps catalyze that energy that we have to all share, that we're all here for the same and similar purposes. And it's a physical representation of that. And that really empowers the healing too. So the energy of Reiki, or spiritually guided energy, it's an energy that we all have access to. Everyone is connected to. There's no like gatekeeping about it. The style of Reiki that I work with is the Usui method, named after the founder. And basically this particular method or style or practice of working with that timeless energy that we all have access to, it's a technique that is meant to empower people to help themselves and help others. And there's many different techniques within it. At the same time, it's not the only way to work with this energy. Many practices have existed before Usui Reiki and have been created since it. And it's about 100 years old right now. It came to Usui around 1922, and he started teaching it around 1923. So it's a really auspicious time for this. The method here is just basically I'll connect with this energy. I'll ask for love, protection, and support for all of us in support of everyone's greater good, with love to all, harm to none, and with special attention to all of the different requests that you may have for personal healing, whether you stated them aloud or here in chat, or if they come to you and you silently think of them, the universe will hear that too. During the session, feel free to lay down, sit up, whatever feels comfortable. You can relax. You don't have to do anything. This time is all about you. At the same time, if you want to do something like stretch, move, bend, do some yoga, write, journal, whatever you'd like to do, this is a perfect time for you to just take care of yourself and do exactly what feels meaningful on your end. As I connect to the Reiki, I'll actually mute my side and just allow the energy to flow, and I'll bring the music volume up so you can just enjoy this time. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep a quiet mind, although you may do either of those things if you would like. If you feel like you're going to fall asleep, awesome. Enjoy the rest. If you're not sure if you're awake or asleep, congratulations, you're getting some energy healing. Oftentimes we find ourselves in that place. And definitely that happened today. I had the honor of being able to see two of my clients in person today, clients I had seen before, and that's just such a great thing about where we're at in the whole COVID thing. It was really a beautiful thing. And I definitely still really appreciate and love the online aspect, the distance aspect. Thank you so much for being here, and so many of you for growing with me, growing things in Zoom to the point where we are now growing onto YouTube. We're here because of all of you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the Reiki energy directed to all of you to support your greatest healing good. And I'll send for about a half an hour. And at the end, you'll hear my voice come back in, and I'll invite you to take a deep breath, start to come back if you'd like to. You're welcome to simply stay in that space and go off for the rest of the evening and enjoy. Or you can hang around, you can share any experiences or ask any questions at that time, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. You can also see more information about my online live Reiki classes, small class size. All of that information is in the description. You can link over to my website. If you'd like information about the free community Discord, it's in the description as well as my crystal shop and all of that, and my social media and all of that as well. Same bat times all next week, and all of those are available if you subscribe with notifications on. You'll get notified when I go live so that you'll be reminded to pop in if you'd like. Thanks again for being here. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start sending you some healing energy. Enjoy the visual of the grid and enjoy the music. If you'd like information about the artist and her YouTube channel, that's in the description also. Thanks again. I hope you have a beautiful time receiving this healing energy. Thanks again for creating a space, co-creating a space to share in this healing together. And I'll see you again in about a half an hour. I invite you now to take a deep breath. Check in with your body and see if you'd like to stretch, move, or bend. And as you gently come back, just pause for a moment in gratitude for the time you made for yourself today, to put yourself first and log in for some self-care. It's been an honor to support you all with some Reiki. And if anyone has any questions or anything they'd like to share, go right ahead and use the chat. You can also use the information in the description to reach out to me through my website if it's a question that's of a little bit more of a personal nature. I'd be happy to help you there. And if you haven't already, if you could like the stream, it really helps spread the word. Thanks again so much for being here. This was the perfect way for me to wind down my weekend as well. And next week, same times, same days, always Eastern US time. Next week will be Wednesday at 4 p.m., Thursday at 8 a.m., Friday at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sunday at 8 p.m. And thank you so much. Yeah, you all are welcome. You too, have a great night and a beautiful week as well. Take care and look out this week for the ceremony and healing that I'm doing. It'll be a pre-recorded video that I'll put up about the new moon in Aries. That's happening this Friday. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Oh, you're totally welcome. You're totally welcome. My pleasure. This has been a beautiful day, getting to actually treat people in person and over a distance. This is a very happy Sunday for me. So thank you for being a part of it. You're so welcome. And we definitely did have I won't mention you all by name, you can if you want to, 2 folks that had been coming in here getting some healing with intention around support and career and finding a new job, and both people have gotten those jobs, so yay! No, thank you everyone for being a part of it. So much good energy. Big week coming up, isn't it always? But I'll be here the usual days and times with a special video about how best to use the Aries new moon energy to support you. And as always, information in the description about the community Discord, which I'm going to be working on this week. Online Reiki classes are filling up. There are still some spots available. I'm enrolling into the beginning of summer so far. And yeah, all the good stuff. Thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing you all soon. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close. And I'll be active in the chat for a little while if you do have any questions. But again, blessings to all of you. I hope that your week goes beautifully. The new moon in Aries energy is at your back. And I look forward to seeing you again hopefully soon. Take care, and bye for now.